Hi, it's Annie, and welcome to Sensing Vitality. Today I have a warm-up and balance practice to improve your balance, learning from the animals, and this is from the heron, who is a master stalker, incredible patience, and has the most remarkable balance. And here is the warm-up. And herons have some of the best balance, I believe, of any bird. And partly it's not just their long legs, but it's their feet, it's their eyes, and their ability to move very, very, very slowly to stalk their prey. So they're quite unusual compared to a lot of birds, the way they are stalking the way a cat might stalk something. Yeah, like I've said in all my classes, there's just more and more research coming out on each of these animals, their gifts, and what we can learn from them. So let's go ahead and do a warm-up. And herons groom a lot. They have this amazing plumage. I'll talk about that later. But this warm-up is such a great warm-up to spark your balance. All right, so we're going to do something really different today. Let's stroke your head, and you'll just need to have a flat chair and something for the ground to lie on the ground. You can do this on your bed, but it's better to have a hard surface. So just stroke your plumage. And the heron has these amazing feathers down the front of their neck and their chest that are very wispy. And I always wondered what the reason for those feathers are. And it's still a little bit of an enigma, but apparently these feathers turn to dust, and then the dust is used actually in the grooming part. So kind of interesting to think about those beautiful feathers of the heron. So just stroking your body, and also just thinking about the human body and all the things we really don't know about our bodies that serve us. Like we have bacteria on our skin that protects us. We have, this coating on our skin that helps our immunity. And part of the reason that I do the stroking is to wake up your immunity. Yeah. To wake up not only the nervous system, but the skin itself, because the skin is such an incredible organ of protection, and it connects us to where we are in space. So by stroking, you wake up, whether you take a shower and you stroke yourself in the shower, or you just stroke yourself a little bit when you wake up in the morning. Now stroke down your back. Of course, this would be your tail feathers if you were a bird. And we will do some actual simulation of heron grooming in just a moment, which I just think is a hoot. All right, and then come around to your belly, go down to the left, around slowly in a circle, and very slowly. If you've ever watched a heron catch a fish or something like that, like so many ducks and birds of all kinds, they swallow the fish whole, and you can see the fish in their throat. It's quite intense to watch. Or if it's a vole or something like that. Watch so many heron in my life. But go slowly, slow it down. And this process, I find the most important part of our little warm-up, in that you slow down, relax your shoulders, tap a heel so you connect to the ground, and feel where you are today in your awareness, your consciousness of your body, where you are on the planet. And then put your left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. And just for a moment, really call yourself all the way in, because the heron is the master of patience. And in this process, if you are an impatient person, this series is so helpful for grounding and collecting yourself. So imagine just collecting yourself inside this human body. All the years of wisdom you've accumulated, all the crazy things you've done, and then the ways you've survived. Just call yourself into this body, this container, so that mind can rest and start tuning into sensing. Yeah. And go all the way to the bottom of your feet, where your feet connect to the ground. Take a breath, and As you exhale, just relax and settle. Just like there's a sense of birds, their feathers settling in. Yeah. You settle into your perch here. And feel the contact with your feet. And the feet, now think of the feet connecting to the center of the earth. So you really feel this larger body of mass that has gravity that pulls you to it. Yeah. So connecting the soles of your feet to the center of the earth. Again, let your mind soften. And just for a moment, we think about this heron as our teacher for the moment. Yeah. What we can learn from this amazing large bird that has remarkable balance. And as a two-legged animal, we can learn so much from this very prehistoric animal. And as you know, you can open your eyes now, as you know, birds, maybe you don't know this, but birds are related to the dinosaurs. Yeah. So they have this prehistoric quality to them. We're going to start now with a little more warm up in the seated position. And I just delighted to share this new warm up with you. And so you're going to rub your hands now that we're ready for the heron. And the heron has this really powerful long beak. Yeah. And so to simulate that, we are going to take your hand. I'll imitate you here. So it's your right hand. Take your right hand and you're going to take it right under your nose. Yeah. So that the V of the thumb is right under the nose, and then move your 4 fingers up toward your forehead. So you cover your left eye. Yeah. Your elbow, if you need to take your other hand to guide your elbow for a moment and try to relax and put a little weight of your head into the thumb area, not too much, but just to get comfortable with that position. Yeah. All right. And then take your other hand behind your head. So you get this feeling of rocking back and forth for a minute with your head, and your elbow is like your beak. Yeah. All right. And, you know, our necks are much shorter and stubbier than a long heron neck, but you'll get this feeling of this beak-like quality. So you're going to bring your right elbow down toward your leg. Yeah. Down toward your leg, so that you can rest it on your knee a little bit and then just slide a little bit along your leg down. And if it's hard for you to bring your hand behind your head, that's okay. You can just bring that other hand down on your other knee and just sliding. So work up to that. If it's difficult to hold your hand behind your head, don't push it. Just bring your other hand onto your leg. In fact, try it that way just to see. The nice thing about Feldenkrais is we can adapt these movements any way you like. All right. And now let's go to the other leg. So you're going to have to twist a little bit to stroke your elbow along your thigh and knee. Yeah. And then bring it. You can use the right hand a little bit to bring it around your belly. Imagine you have these feathers on the front of your throat and stroking the inside of your elbow on your belly, maybe against your chest a little bit. See if you can reach back. I'm holding my elbow with the other hand, with the right hand holding my left hand is holding my elbow. Yeah. And stroking maybe my breasts area, right? The chest. And then come back down to your right leg. You can hold your elbow. I'm just making it easy right now. And then go to the left leg, stroking, and then rest for a moment. Stroke your back a little bit, stroke your belly. Just feel the difference in your eyes. Yeah. So now we're going to do your left hand a little bit. So take that V right where your nose, right under your nose, and then take your fingers to cover your right eye. Yeah. And let's just start, if you can, with your head rocking a little bit back and forward, feeling those sitting bones a little bit, rocking forward, and then bringing your elbow down toward your knee, and just do a little bit like this with the hand behind the head. And then we'll switch to have that hand resting on your right leg. And then switch now, have the hand resting, your right hand resting on your right leg. So your left elbow is stroking down all around your left thigh, and then switch it over so that the left elbow's on. Sorry, am I saying that right? Yeah, left elbow's on your right thigh. Okay, breathing. And then on your belly, so rolling up, so you're stroking your belly and your chest. If you want, you could hold your elbow to do that. Okay, great. All right, and now let's just go ahead and stroke your back, stroke down your legs. All right, that's the warm-up, and thanks for joining me here. If you'd like more information, you can check out my website. Thanks for subscribing, comments, and I will see you next time. Take care.